Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Sims 4 Covenant Legacy Challenge. My name is Ronald the Simmer, and this is episode 8, season 2. So, currently, guys, we are at a council meeting with Queen Moira and, of course, the Prince Regent as they are discussing their latest losses in battle. Queen Moira is not too thrilled about what's going on within her queendom in the current moment and state of the wars. They have lost 2 battles, and they are very much fearful that they will lose more. The war is not looking too good in Queen Moira's favors currently. It's still early, but it's too early to tell who's going to win the war. But Moira is in fear that the war will be lost. And right now, the council is discussing ways to kind of combat what's going on within the queendom. They all are a little bit worried. They all just got news that Lady Isabel Tarth was executed for treason and bending the knee to them, and Tarth Castle was, of course, captured by Queen Arwen and her pretenders. The Tarth children have been taken in the wing of High Lady Nadine, the regent of Sirius, and recently, guys, Queen Moira has just gotten word, well, not just gotten, but since the last battle, that High Lady Clara's family have all been taken into the custody of Mistress Clarabella and, of course, High Lady Nadine, the regent of Sirius currently. Um, so Clara's her castle was taken under siege. She has lost, sadly, her grandkids to her daughter. They were under the protection in her own castle and her own lands, but of course, right after Tarth was taken, the angels soon went over to Magana Castle, and they have taken Clarabella's children along with her husband, and they are currently at Castle Elodie, guys. Which we will dig into more in the next episode. So yeah, Clarabella is a little bit worried now because her family, her castle was just taken under siege. Her granddaughters were taken by the angels, of course, and they are currently at Elodie Castle. And on top of that all, of course, Lady Isabel has been executed on the Queen's orders, well, on the Regent's orders, and along with her kids. Well, not her kids. Her kids have not been executed, but her children have actually been taken into custody, and they're currently at Elodie Castle with the Bennetts, of course. So yeah, that's basically what's going on right now, guys. They are very much worried about what's going on within the queendom. The war is not looking too good within Queen Moira's favor, but she is going to try to make some strides to try to make sure that she does try to win this war. And in this moment, guys, High Lady Marcella, she has told the Queen that um, they cannot sit idly by and let armies go into war without actually being there themselves. And as the Lady Knight, High Lady Marcella has decided that at the end of today, she will march out with the rest of the armies, and she will fight in Queen Moira's honor. She will fight and go into war. Um, she has already called her family to court in fear of basically them being captured in battle and possibly executed. So all of her daughters are currently riding to the castle and pretending, along with her husband Prince Orin, and her sisters, of course. So they're all are making their way over here, because Marcella wants to make sure that her family will not be caught up in any business while she is off at war. She wants to make sure that her family is safe at this castle, while it is still under protection of while still under the protection of Regent Victor and Queen Moira, as well as the Lady Hand Princess Celestia. So, yeah, that's basically what's going on right now, guys. The Queen is very much in a state of panic, considering what's going on within the with considering what's going on right now. They have lost several battles. Clara has moved up a seat to talk to the queen a little bit more intimate. But yes, they are currently losing their battles, and hopefully by the end of today, um, more battles will be won. A battle in Morrisville hopefully will be won. Okay, guys, so we are back, and we are here with, of course, Lady Marcella and her family. We have invited over all of the Crescent, well, the immediate Crescent family members. I'm going to pretend as if Poppy and Elaine are in the castle, but they actually are not. But they are here. Technically, story wise, they are here. But here we have Robin, Helen, the twins that were born to Lady Marcella. And we of course have the eldest daughter, Thea. And where is Kylus at? Kylus. Oh, here he is. This is Kylus. So Kylus is also here. They are basically all here, guys, to say goodbye to their mother before she does go off into war and battle, essentially. Um, and I'm gonna give you guys a closer look at the twins here. They are definitely identical twins, but I gave them different hair so you can tell them apart. Of course, in different color clothing here, but she is basically here, guys, because she does have a fear of death. So I guess we could talk about this with her daughters. But she wants to kind of discuss the latest books, and then she can go ahead and hug her eldest daughter lovingly. So let's get that done. But yes, hi, Lady Marcella. She's right now talking to her family, Prince Orin and Robin. Sure, they can be jokesters. She misses them very much. She doesn't get to see them often because she's always in court life and stuff like that. Especially because of the war that's happened. They probably would have been in court, but everything's kind of been pushed back due to this war. He can be a bro if he wants to, sure. I don't really know much about Prince Orin, but if that's what he wants to be, he can do that. But right now, she is just kind of, getting to know her family before she eventually does leave. She's probably going to go ahead and give. Where are you going at? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Come back in here. Come back in here. Let me actually lock this door so no one leaves it. Come on, Thea, get back in here. There we go. I'm going to lock it so no one leaves it. But yeah, so she just basically saying goodbye just in case, guys, because as we all know in my rules, or if you don't know, whenever you send somebody off into war, there is a chance they will pass away from the battle. So right now I am just going ahead and having Marcella kind of say goodbye to her family just in case if she does end up passing away. I really do love Marcella a lot, so it would be very sad to see that happen. Now, one thing that is interesting, guys, is that she wants to try for another child. So she wants to get pregnant again. She wants to try to have another kid, which I am not opposed to letting her do. I think I will get her to try for a baby before she does go off into war. She may die, but I still kind of want to do it. I think it'd be interesting to see what will happen. I won't get her to take a pregnancy test. I'm gonna kind of let her find out on her own if that's what she wants to do. But we are going to get her pregnant before she does go off into battle. Now, I'm going to say around 3 o'clock is when I will cut, and then we're going to come back at 8 o'clock to basically see whether or not she's won this battle. But she's right now, this is like a goodbye celebration here. Essentially letting go of, or not letting go of her, but wishing her luck on her future battles to come, and essentially hoping that she does win them. Woohoo will trigger jealousy, non-physical. Physical romance, excluding woohoo would trigger jealousy. Excluding woohoo. Oh. So if you woohoo. Oh, never mind. But then it says woohoo will. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Did she flirt with somebody else to make this happen? I wonder. Tenant revolt. Okay. I am not about to deal with that. Please get that out of my face. I hate when that happens. But yes, guys, tell me what you think about the Crescent girls. Lady Marcella had lots of heirs, lots of daughters, who all have claims to the throne. Now, this could have been potentially dangerous, considering that the Crescent girls do get their father's prestige, his influence points. Now that Elodie's gone, which I have to calculate, And as we all know, dynasty influence points does play a part in their father's points. So the Odina family's influence points would essentially go to his daughters. Now, uh, Thea is the eldest, but thankfully she doesn't have any dangerous traits. Neither do Robin or Helen. So Robin is glamorous and an insider. Thea is a genius and brave. And where is oh, and Helen over here is a foodie and a coward, so she definitely wouldn't try to take the throne. But it looks like the Crescents are pretty much loyal to the royal family. They have strong claims to the throne. Well, not really. They have their third claimants. They are third claimants to the throne, but because they come from a male bloodline, but they do have claims to the throne nonetheless. Thankfully, they're not as strong claims, but they may have more influence points than Queen Moira when I do go eventually calculate their influence points. They may have them because of the fact that they come from the Odina bloodline, which by default, whenever there's a queen on the throne, it automatically gives them um, 5 plus influence points. And then there are royal family members who eventually get on the council, like High Lady Princess Celestia, who is not a lady hand, and she was when her mother was reigning, Queen Orlin. She was the lady knight for a short time. Um, Princess Celestia here. She was on the council when her mother was alive, and she was a lady knight for a time. So that gives them about 4 dynasty points already, influence points to their dynasty prestige. So it's all very interesting indeed. And then Deianira was the lady hand as well. Prince Haron and Hephaestus have a difficult family dynamic. Sure, those the death of Deianira has really been putting her children against one another because a lot of them have not been getting along, which is interesting to see. Where are you going, Oren? Oh, you're going to use a restroom. Let me go ahead and replace this really quickly. But yes, Marcella here. She is her family's wishing her luck, also saying their goodbyes, but in the same breath, Marcella is also saying her goodbyes to her family just in case, they never see her again. So this is like a solemn celebration, but it is the way things go. Hopefully this war does get won. And maybe Marcella might even capture someone in battle, which is what I'm hoping for. Robin became good friends with Kylus. Prince L just became good friends with Kylus, which is good. That's good. L, Kylus, and Robin became good friends. And yeah, okay. KK. One thing I do find interesting though, guys, is that well, not it's not an actual fact necessarily, but one thing I do find interesting is like Hylas is the son of Lady Marcella. And I would not put it past Marcella to kind of suggest that her son becomes a concubine to Queen Moira. Oh my god, look at this, guys. It looks like Queen Moira is getting acquainted to Lord Caleb here. She is sitting here talking to him, it looks like. Let me see. Listen to Prince Victor's brood. She's really talking to her dad across the room here, but it looks like Caleb and Queen Moira are getting acquainted. I mean, this is her concubine, so it makes sense a little bit. But yeah, I find this interesting, guys. She's a little intrigued with her concubine, it looks like. Um, but I would not put it past Marcella to kind of suggest the idea that her son becomes a concubine to Queen Moira after the war is done. Considering she's putting her life on the line to support Queen Moira, it's a lot going on. Now, of course, we do not get to pick who's a part of the concubine ball. I kind of did pick Caleb to be a part of Moira's concubine ball. I mean, concubine harem, her harem in general. This was my decision, but I thought because originally I was not going to have this happen, guys. I was going to have it to where Moira would pick her own concubines like I originally planned, which will still happen if she does become queen. She would have to pick more concubines, but I was going to make it to where she would have to pick Caleb herself. But because she's in a state of war, her throne was usurped. I thought it made sense that her grandfather would initially like just basically say that his Leo Lord, his brother-in-law basically should essentially become Moira's husband. Well, not husband, but her concubine, her consort. So I thought story purposes, this was the most logical decision. If Vlad is supporting his granddaughter in this war, he always wanted Caleb to be Moira's husband in a sense, and he also always wanted a strong vampiric foothold within the Queendom of Sirius. So it makes sense that he would, do this. And I thought it was a perfect story idea, so I implemented that. Um, but he's probably going to be the only person in her harem until, of course, after the war is done. Um, because I just want to see what happens. But Marcella, yeah, I feel like after the war is done, she may try to suggest the idea that her son Kylus becomes a part of Moira's harem. But Moira will end up picking her own harem, of course. So it's going to be very interesting if, of course, Kylus is a part of the concubine ball, doesn't get picked. And Moira probably, I mean, not Moira, but Marcella probably would feel slighted in a sense because she's given so much support to her queen here, and then her son doesn't get to become a consort to the queen. So it would definitely put a sour taste in Marcella's mouth if her son Kylus maybe was not selected to be a part of the concubine ball when the time does come. Um, but so many things to consider, guys. So many things. But before, because it is roughly 3 o'clock, I am going to go ahead and let me just go ahead and unlock this really quickly. I'm gonna unlock this. I'm gonna unlock all of it, just for the time being. And I'm going to go ahead and disband the group here. Oh, not open the umbrella, but disband the group. And I'm also going to cheat to see what she's going to have if she does end up getting pregnant, guys. So I am going to use MC Command Center this time because I want us to look at it together. And I am very curious to see what she is, if she is going to get pregnant or not. But she won't find out herself until after basically she comes back from the battle, which will be at 8 p.m. tonight. So she's going to leave and then come back in the same day. But we're going to pretend like it's been over a course of weeks because there's a lot of time skips that happen in between that I can't really show thoroughly in the game, I would say. I can't really show it perfectly in a game, like time skips are happening, but in between the fact that this ball is happening and when she leaves to go off into war and come back at 8 p.m. tonight, definitely, guys, she a couple weeks will eventually have passed, maybe even a few months between the next war. So these are some things that we have to take into consideration. Oh, okay, good. Now, are you two gonna go ahead and try for a baby? Hopefully. I do find it interesting because Marcella and Oren have been a lovely couple. They have been a lovely couple, guys, and they have always been by each other's side. They really haven't had a lot of problems within their marriage, which I do find interesting. Hopefully they can go upstairs and try for this baby, and they won't take forever like they tend to do in this game, because The Sims 4 is of course broken, but we can try to make some things happen. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Also, guys, you hear this in the background, right? This little noise. I'm gonna let you guys hear it so you can get a better clearer here. That static sound, that's actually my computer, guys. So I really figured out the reason why my game has been acting slower than usual. So I have a gaming laptop. I don't have a gaming computer, but I have a gaming laptop, and I've been having it for about 2 years now, or maybe 3, I don't remember. But I literally forgot that I had a turbo mode, which my computer is basically made for it. My laptop is made for like high end games. So there's like different modes. There's like a built-in fan within my computer, and there's different modes for each of the fans. But for the best performance of my game, it has to be on turbo. But I've been having the fan on silent the whole year, and I was wondering why my game was running so slow, and it was because my fan was not using its full potential, which I'm so sorry about, guys. It really wasn't because of the 64 by 64 lot. So In truth, guys, there was really no reason for me to leave Odina Castle. Um, it was just me. I didn't. I literally forgot that I had a turbo mode. But I do apologize if the sound is irritating you. I can't really do nothing about it. Maybe until I get a new computer that runs better when it comes to a fan. I don't really know, but I hope you guys aren't too upset about that. Let's actually see if Marcella is pregnant or not. She is, guys, with another set of twins. Oh my god. This woman has had so many. She's had 4 kids, and she's about to have another set of twins. So that's going to be 6 kids. She's going to have a little boy and a little girl. She's been very successful when it comes to having daughters, which I find very interesting. Um, that's so cool though. Okay, well, she won't find out until after the and until she finds it on her own. But anyway, guys, Marcella, she's about to get started. We're gonna actually do like a goodbye thing going on for her. So I'm gonna come right back and I'm gonna get everyone together in the throne room so that we can say goodbye to Lady Marcella off into battle. So right now, guys, the queen looks on as she is about to send High Lady Marcella off into battle to hopefully win in the cause of Queen Moira, and hopefully even maybe capture someone in battle, bring a prisoner back to Queen Moira and the Prince Regent. So, yes, guys, we're about to go into our next battle, and I guess I'll see you all at 8 o'clock. Okay, guys, so here we are at the dice, and we are about to go ahead and roll to see whether or not our queen will win or not. So, of course, as we all know, Arwen has the odd numbers and Moira has the even numbers. So, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Guys, it looks like our queen has won her first battle, which is very relieving because I was very much in fear of basically Arwen winning the war. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, either or would be interesting, like seeing Moira win or Arwen win, but I'm still team Moira. I love Moira. She's my favorite out of Elodie's daughters. Whenever we do send a sim off into battle, we do have to roll to see whether or not they will survive that battle. So basically it is a 2, 8, or 16, and if Marcella rolls any of those numbers, then she will pass away. So we gotta be hopeful that she does not roll any of those numbers. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. 18. Okay, so that's good. It looks like Marcella does win the battle and survives it. Okay, guys, so Marcella, it's been weeks, and Marcella is finally back from the war, and with her, she has brought a surprise for her queen. She has sieged down Star Castle, but in the process, she has taken the angel. Why does he look like that? Is it? Can you? Oh, he's stinky. But she's also taken the angel Zar, guys. So the angel Zar has been captured in battle by High Lady Marcella, and she has taken him to the queen as a gift. So this is the first battle that they have definitely won, and they probably are very happy about this, guys. But one thing I do want to say, and actually do, since this battle has been won, I feel like Elle here would kind of berate the angel, because guys, as we all know, or maybe you guys might not know, I don't know for sure, but more so Daenerys children, they don't really like the angels as much due to the fact that their mother was, in their eyes, was murdered by them. And though they are vessels of the goddess, they may have like a little bone to pick with these angels. And definitely I feel like Elle would. He loved his mother very much. He was the only child to his mother for a very long time. So I do feel like he would come over here and yell at the angel here, berate him in a way, and ask him why has he come to court. Well, not ask him why has he come to court, but why does he exist? Why did the goddess make you, and why did you have to kill my mother? You all should die. Is what basically he would tell. Is what he would tell Zar. But I feel like Moira would get from her seat, and she would tell her cousin here, her beloved cousin, to calm down in the most affectionate way as possible. Um, let's console him about the. Let's console him. She will tell him to calm down. Yeah, Zara can dislike our arguments. She will tell her cousin to calm down and tell him that it's going to be okay. Go ahead and tell him that it's going to be okay. That she's being a queen here, guys. She's still under a regent, but she's definitely being a queen here. But she's going to tell her cousin that it's going to be okay. That, essentially, her aunt Dionera did her part, and she will forever be missed. But she's with the goddess now, and we must accept that, and we must not blame the goddess's vessels for the death of our beloved Dionera. Um, she would tell her cousin here that it was an honest mistake, and we should move past basically whatever has been going on with the angels. Um, he is a prisoner of war, but we shouldn't blame him for we shouldn't blame him basically for the murder of Dionera or any of the other angels for the murder of Dionera, for the death of her. She wouldn't even say murder, she would say death. The goddess does everything for a reason. Um and instead of actually making him a prisoner of war, Moira would tell everyone that essentially she is going to try to she's going to basically ingrain him into court within her own queendom. Well, not her own queendom, they're all in the same queendom, but within her own court. And she is going to try to essentially convince Zara to be on her side. That's the best thing she can do right now. She doesn't want to execute him because Moira is religious, guys, like her mother, I feel, and she does definitely believe in the goddess. Especially because she wants to be this witch queen. Like, I feel like that would definitely be who Moira is as a character. She is this witch queen, and she's trying to assimilate to her culture. And so everything about her culture, she's going to try to emulate. Which, in that sense, she's already trying to make strides to talk to Zara, which I didn't even do, guys. Look at this. She is already trying to talk to him, which means she actually. This is actually how Moira feels. She does not want to execute the angel. She feels like it would go against essentially, the goddess, and she doesn't want to feel the wrath of the goddess. She already has been feeling as of late that she hasn't had the support of the goddess due to her winning the last two battles, the first two battles, I should say. And I don't think that she wants to feel the wrath of her goddess. She wants to basically get in the good graces of the goddess, and I feel like in doing this, she's going to try to win Zara over to her side, and stuff of that matter. Essentially trying to turn Arwen's court against her and her aunt, by making an angel who the angels are kind of gullible, guys. They're not very wise people. They just got on this planet. They're newborns essentially, so they are easily manipulated. And maybe having another angel on Moira's side will start to make some of the other angels wonder and guess as to why Zara is essentially under the rule of Moira and is doing fine. But essentially, guys, that's exactly what Moira is going to do. She may even, guys, make him a part of her harem, if she so chooses to. But I do find it all interesting, guys, that Moira, that was so sweet of her, but she has indeed invited Zara, not invited him, but taken him as a prisoner of war. But technically, he's going to be under house arrest. He's not going to be in the dungeons per se. He's going to kind of be treated fairly, but he's going to be basically consolidated to this castle. So he's a prisoner, but he's under house arrest. And house arrest usually means that you're a prisoner, but you're kind of taken care of in a way, like you're catered to. You're not in these horrible conditions. So that's exactly what's gonna That's exactly what's gonna happen with Zara here. Let's just go ahead and have another deep conversation with him. Let's have a deep conversation with him. And basically, Queen Moira here. I don't know if Elle would take this. Oh. It was Amelia's birthday. Oh my god, I gotta do better with the birthdays. I just has been happening so much lately in this save file because I be so focused on a story. Oh my god, oh my god, Amelia really aged up. Let's just give her the spell and craft sorcery. She's a squeamish. I don't know about dance machine. Let's randomize that again. A coward. Okay, I can see this for Amelia. I really don't want to go into depth about her character right now, honestly, guys, because this is technically the end of the episode for me. Um, but I'm gonna give her a makeover, not this episode, but I guess the next time we come over to Moira's camp, and we will discuss more about Amelia's character when we get there. Which this is so crazy. But we're gonna continue this segment right here, guys. Moira is definitely going to essentially. Oh, let's get the lady hand up. I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen, guys, because that's not that does not fit Celestia's character. Um, but I don't think Elle will be too happy about the situation. He's going to kind of just have to deal with it, considering that this is his queen and cousin, and he loves Moira very much. But Moira has done. She has decided. Well, I mean, of course, with the help of Marcella, she has decided to make Elle a part of her court, under house arrest, of course. But in that process, guys, she's going to try to make she's telling her people that we shouldn't blame the angels we shouldn't blame the angels for what happened to Dioneira. It was a natural thing that happened. It was a collision that hit the planet, and that's what they believe, of course. A collision that hit the planet and caused a great explosion within Odina Castle. It was obviously that the goddess wanted us to restart over, and by doing so, usher in a new age with these angels. Um, and in my mind, guys, the angels are essentially witches, but they just have wings. In this save file, because the witches and the angels, they are one and the same, but the angels are, from what the witches believe, they are the protectors of the goddess and the witches. They are essentially warriors, and they fly and they go in with their battle axes, is what I imagine in my head, or their swords and stuff of that matter. They fly into battle. But this angel right here was captured, guys. It is going to be interesting to see what happens with him. It is in my mind that he may become a part of Moira's harem while he's here, to kind of strengthen her own claim, because the angel on her side would prove good to Moira. She is a young adult, which means she can get pregnant if she wants to. And she hasn't been aging at all, which I'm noticing now. Okay, that's gonna be a story plot. But yes, Zar is definitely gonna be in my head to possibly become a part of Moira's harem. Um, which I don't know, guys. I'm gonna have to see, because I do want Moira to kind of make her own decisions and kind of form her own harems, but depending on where the story goes, I might have to make him a part of her harem. Because I have a few things planned in my head for either branch of where the story goes in the future. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this episode off here with the successful battle of, I guess, Star. Yeah, because she captured Star Castle, and technically the children of Lady Luna have been taken into custody, but I have to make a separate place for that in the castle, so you won't get to see that until next time we come over to Moonstone Castle, guys. Sorry that I do not have everything together for this war, but I have a busy life. Anyway, guys, my name is Rana the Simmer, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.